Hi, good evening everyone. Today we will be starting with the 20th video of Lightning Web Component. It happens many times when you start loading the data from Apex. There is a pause of 1 or 2 seconds till the data is getting loaded from the Apex class. So maybe you will be seeing a black screen and maybe you will be seeing a message, please loading, please wait. Instead of that, we will be making a universal spinner that we can use in all component. You have seen this 5 dots, 5 to 6 dot that is rotating, that you can say that the buffering dots. I was checking out YouTube and suddenly my video got down, and that is basically buffering dot. That is nothing but basically a spinner. If the video is not getting loaded, we are showing the spinner. So in the today's session we will be understanding how we can build that spinner and how we can use that spinner in our program, in which we will be loading the data from account record, and we will be using the set timeout in order to pause the time for 1200 milliseconds. And let's start with this component. So let's start building our spinner component first. So let's give Control Shift P here, Control Shift P here, and here I will be creating one Lightning Web component and I will be naming it spinner final. And let's click here and our component is ready. We don't have to worry about the XML file. We will be keeping it exposed as false because this spinner will be loading in another component. So we will not be exposing this component directly. We will be exposing this component and some other parent components. So what I will be doing, I will be starting with the HTML part. If I go here, I will be not be taking lightning card because we want to show the spinner in the background, in the backdrop. So first class will be, if I click here, dot SLDS hyphen backdrop. So this is the first class that you will be using, and the second class will be SLDS hyphen backdrop underscore open. Once this class is ready, inside this class we will be defining the spinner container. Since it has given me the suggestion, this is the same class that you will be using, that is SLDS spinner container. So in this our container will get loaded. After this is loaded, further what we will be doing, we will be further calling the class that has a SLDS spinner. So here we have a spinner class that you will be using here. So it has been given in the suggestion. So let's understand what all classes we are using. So it is SLDS spinner medium. So it has size, if you want a small size, medium size or large size. And similarly we want SLDS spinner brand so that the color come as blue. So you can give the rule as a status or rule as a alert. You can give it accordingly. And further you will be loading the message, that is this assertive text, and you have these 2 dots that are coming here, that is dot A, and further in a similar manner you will be defining the dot B. So these are the 5 classes that you will be using. Span is basically when the dots will not get loaded, this assertive text will get loaded, that is loading. So let's save this out. So our HTML part is done. So now let's go onto spinner final.js. Many times there comes the requirement that they don't want to use a message. So in that thing we will be using, we can keep since this will be our universal spinner where the user can add multiple things. So here we can take a temporary variable, that is message, since currently we are not using, but we can give a message as well, which user can do it by himself on his convenience, that loading dot please wait from user perspective. So currently we will just be keeping it as placeholder, and once this is done, our main spinner component is done. We have called the HTML part where we have added multiple classes of spinner. So you can pause my video and check out what all classes I have used here, and let's deploy this component for now. So if I go here and if I go spinner final, So let's deploy this component. I think my mouse is creating issue. So let's deploy this component. Once this component get deployed, we will be starting working on the spinner demo, in which we will be calling the account data, and we will be using set timeout method in order to stop the data coming in order to load for 1200 milliseconds. So let's see how we will be doing it. So now it is the time to create a spinner demo final. So let's create a new component. Let's give Control Shift P. So Control Shift P, and oh my bad, it has opened some class. So let's go from here and create Lightning Web component, and here let's name it spinner demo final. So this is a component name. So first thing that we will be doing here, since this component will be exposed on our HT on our page, so we will be first updating the meta file. So we will be giving is exposed equal to true, and further if I go here targets, and here in targets what we will be giving, we will be giving target, that is Lightning homepage. Since I am exposing this component on the home page only, so we will be exposing this on home page. And once we are done with this, now we will be starting with our HTML part. So let's first take a lightning card here. So lightning -card title. So let's give the title as lightning spinner demo, and we will be giving a utility class here. And once this button has been loaded, next thing that we will be loading is we will be loading a button. On the click of that button, our component will get load. And I have used this class, that is, let's close these things so that we don't face any issue further. So let's close this button first. Let's close this div, and now I think we are done. And further if I go here and if I give here this lightning card, so now my data is done. So first of all, what I have taken the lightning card title, in which I have given this, and I have given the icon name is equal to utility spinner. You will be seeing the spinner utility spinner icon in the title as well. So once we are done with this, second thing which we have given is SLDS text align center. So we are aligning all the text in center so that we can only see the data in the center of the component. So not left, not right. So this is the text align center property that SLDS provide. And further I have created a button, that is lightning button, that has a data that will be loading my data, and on click of this only my spinner will be working. So let's do this, and after doing this, once our button is loaded, next it is a time to load our spinner. So I will be using my template if true clause in order to show the data. If is loading is equal to true, then only my data will come. So I have created a spinner final. So since we are using a kebab case here, so it has converted itself in the kebab case, and we have saved this. And once we are done with this, and if true, if template, if account or length is available, then you will be using the UL li, and in li you will be defining the key. So the things that the P is providing, I will be changing it to the key of, let's cut this out. I will not be using the paragraph tag. I will only use this part only. So let's make it like this, key is equal to, and here further what I will be doing, P accounts or name will be displayed in the center. So once we are done with this, our HTML part is done, and now let's move on to our JavaScript part. So if I talk about my JavaScript part, first thing you might have seen that Trishu is using two variables. One is load data in order to, and is loading is being used in order to call the spinner. So first of all, what we will be doing, we will be giving is loading is equal to false. Is loading is equal to false. Once this is ready, other than this, what we will be doing, we will be calling load accounts. So make sure that you copy paste the things so that you don't face an issue. after deployment. So let's do one thing. Let's copy the method name here, that is load accounts. So load accounts is the method name. So what we will be doing, we will be pasting here, and in the load accounts, if this dot is loading, so this is a small use case which we will be using, but since we are going to make it a real life scenario, so this is happening. If this dot is loading, then is loading is equal to true, and set timeout this dot loading is equal to false. But we will be making it more dynamic, so we will be adding the our account data as well. So I have created one class that is account controller. Where is that account controller? If I talk about account controller, it has a method dot get accounts, which is showing me the data like this, that has limit 10. So I think I by mistake added this clause, so I will be saving this out. And further, if I go here, so I will be calling the same class, import get accounts from, let's give it. So by calling this, our accounts will get loaded, and once this is loaded, so this dot is loading, and here what I will be doing, get accounts result. So I will be just giving result, and this dot is loading is equal to false, and after this I will be making a tweak here, and this dot accounts equal to result. So once we are done with this, similarly I will be doing the same part here. So let's delete this part, and let's give a set timeout properly as per our convenience. So since our spinner is loading here only, and if the error is coming, then also we want to load it. So what I will be doing, I will be giving here set timeout. So this is a functionality, so where I will be giving 1200 milliseconds here, and let's cut over this part and paste the code here. Once this is done, so our result is also coming, our accounts are also coming, and similarly is loading is also coming. And similarly, if you want to give it on error, let's forget it out and let's save this component. Let's deploy this component, and let's check if our spinner component is working properly. So we are just testing this component, that if the spinner is working, but in the real life scenario where you are feeling that you will be getting a data, since the data is for more, so you can set timeout, use the set timeout accordingly. We are just creating it for the demo purpose. So since our spinner is ready, so now it is a time to go on Salesforce and test if our spinner is working accurately or not. So we have opened our Salesforce instance. So now it is the time to load our component on our home page. So what I will be doing, I will be going here, and I will be selecting my edit page component. So let's go on to edit page. So if I go on to edit page, my component name is spinner final. So I will be loading the spinner final component from here. So spinner demo final. So as soon as I drag it here, so I'm getting one issue here, that the error during component phase that cannot read the property of undefined. So it is giving that you haven't defined the account and in reading length, because we are using the account.length in our HTML part. So let's first check it here. What is the issue here? So it is giving us the error here. It is giving the accounts and as undefined, that line number 9. So if I go here in our JS, oh, I forgot to define the accounts. So let's give this. So I haven't initialized the accounts array, so that's why it is creating an issue. So now after giving it, so now let's deploy our code. So once we deploy our code, now it is a time to test it again. So I will be opening it again, I will be closing it out, and I will be just giving it the save button, and let's go outside of this. Since now you will be able to see the error that I was seeing earlier, because I have defined the accounts, and we have you are also able to see the spinner icon as well, because we have added that as well in our title. So as soon as I click load content, it will take 1200 milliseconds in order to load. So you are seeing here, this is how the data is coming, and after 1200 seconds our data is getting loaded. Why it has taken 1200 seconds? Because we have used the set timeout method of JavaScript in order to load, stop the data in order to load for after 1200 seconds. So you are seeing the same data is coming, so I don't have to worry about anything. So this complete our video number 20 of Lightning Web Component. If you like my content, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the like button. I have checked the analytics that many of my viewers don't subscribe my channel because it support us very much. It keep us motivated even we don't take any trainings due to ongoing the YouTube journey that we are continuing. So please support us and please subscribe our channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.